violence. So often, rap music is born on the fringes of society. It's the voice of the repressed and the marginalized. It originated here in the United States, and it has caught on as a means of protest across the world, playing a role in the Arab Spring in places like Tunisia, Bahrain, and Morocco. It's also alive and well in Israel, which is home to more than 1.5 million Arab citizens. 3 of them make up the hip-hop group DAM. They are brothers, Tamer and Suhail Nafar, and their friend Mahmoud Jareri. The Palestinian artists rap in both Hebrew and Arabic, and English sometimes, and the themes of oppression and injustice are prevalent in their songs about struggling to survive in the Jewish state. The American rapper Tupac Shakur is their inspiration. Tupac's imagery of violence and crime in poor neighborhoods in the United States resonated with what they say they were feeling at home. Dam's lyrics, like those in many hip-hop songs, can be controversial and to some even offensive. I spoke with them here in the studio at the beginning of their US tour. Suhail, Tamer and Mahmoud, welcome to the program. Thanks for joining me. You say the quintessential American hip-hop rapper Tupac was your inspiration, and that it was very similar to what you lived every day. I want to play part of one of your songs that actually you recorded in Hebrew, and it's called Born Here, and then we'll talk about it. So this is in Hebrew, presumably directly aimed at the Israeli Hebrew-speaking population. What are you trying to tell them?
Back then, it was part of a campaign called Born Here. Just to give a reference, Born Here is a very known Israeli Zionist song. The actual lyrics in this Hebrew song was, I was born here, this is where my sons were born here, my grandson will be born here, and this is where I built my own house. And we, the natives, that we were born in this land before Israel even, we took that song and we flipped it in that song, as you saw, and we said, we are born here, my grandfather was born here, my grandfather, and this is where you demolished the house in your both hands. And basically that song is to talk about the neighborhoods, we are talking about Israeli citizens.
Which you are.
Yeah. We carry the Israeli passport, we pay the Israeli taxes, and we live in neighborhoods without sometimes no water, sometimes no electricity, sometimes, of course. Poverty, no streets, walls in between us and the Jewish neighborhoods, like the big separation wall. 70 houses were demolished back then when we did that video clip, because Arabs build without license, but at the same time they don't give license to Arabs, so it's this whole discrimination.
So, Suhail, are you trying to make a political point or a social point? Are you talking about the bigger Arab-Israeli peace process? You're just talking about your own neighborhoods?
I mean, we're talking about our reality, whatever we see when we open our window, or wherever we talk to our families, if they're in Gaza or in the West Bank, or even the refugees that they're in Lebanon. So what we talk about is we're talking about one solution for everyone, which is like everyone under one peaceful state, and so we talk to everyone.
But we do consider ourselves as part of the Palestinian people.
You know, a lot of people don't often focus on Arab Israelis, and let me just put out the statistics. There are about 1.6 million of you who live inside Israel as Israeli citizens, of a total of nearly 8 million Israelis. Do you feel part of Israel, Mahmoud?
Well, we have a song called Stranger in My Own Country, and this is what we feel. We are targeted citizens, and we are targeted because we live in a country that defines itself as a Jewish country, which delete everyone else. And this is how we feel, and this is how we are being treated by this country.
Let me read some of these lyrics. Stranger in my own country, who cares about us? We are dying slowly, controlled by a Zionist democratic government. Yah, democratic to the Jewish soul and Zionist to the Arabic soul. Do you worry that this will be seen as anti-Semitic, that you'll be criticized for saying these kinds of lyrics? What is the reaction to this kind of singing?
I don't think it's anti. I'm Semitic first, so I cannot be anti.
You're Semitic?
Yeah. So yeah,
Sorry.
Exactly. So I cannot be anti myself.
Anti-Jewish, anti-Israeli?
I'm not anti-Jewish, I'm anti-Zionism, because I think Zionism is racism. And Zionism is deleting any other culture and any other religion living in Palestine. And this is what I'm criticizing. I don't have problem with Jewish people. I'm calling for a country that their citizen is the important thing in the country, and not his religion, and not his background. And this is what we are calling for.
I must add something if possible. I don't know how it got through the history to that point where I should defend myself of being anti-Jewish. I mean, we are sitting on a land that have Christians, that it have Jews, and it have Muslims. Most of the Muslims and Christians were kicked out of this land, and the 20% that was left, the Christians and the Muslim, are being defined under a Jewish country that is ignoring them and canceling them. How the hell we are being anti-Semitic if it's not the opposite? I don't know what's the process was in the history.
So you think the process is against you?
Opposite. Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Obviously, that's your feelings. It comes out in your music. What is the reaction inside Israel, amongst the Jewish population and amongst the Arab population, to your music?
Some like it. We have a big following of the Jews.
It's mostly activist people who following us.
Refuse to serve the army, activists.
Well, thank you all for coming in.